The following presentation is brought to you by the Realm Network.
Okay, it's Thursday. It's not only is it Thursday, it's the fourth Thursday. And if you're on iTunes right now and you're listening to the BDE on the Realm Network, I've only got four fingers. And it's not for the horsemen. It's the fourth Thursday in November, and it's Thanksgiving. So first of all, happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there.
Gobble, gobble.
There she is. Miss Paula's here because it's Thursday, and we're going to do some football. But first, we're going to take care of some holiday business. And when I'm talking about holiday business, I'm talking about my friends from Amazon. I want everybody to go right now. You go to my page when you're listening. Go to BillDemottExperience.com. Go to the orange button. Click that button. It supports this free show. It supports Amazon, and it gets you the gifts you want. The deals are unbelievable. We can talk about the music libraries and the videos and all those things and the downloads. Go and order. I talk about it every week on the show. I talk about it with the Moral Compass. Paul and I talk about Amazon all the time. This is where you're going to go for your holiday deals. So click on the Bill DeMott Experience, BillDemottExperience.com. Click on the button here on the Realm Network. That lets Amazon know you're supporting me. That lets me know you're supporting Amazon. Amazon's happy. I'm happy. People are happy. Holiday gifts are happy. Paula has a wish list. I have a wish list. I really don't, but I should start one. So all your holiday shopping should be done on Amazon. So that's for my friends there. Happy Thanksgiving to Amazon. And now we got to take care of, right here we are. Happy Thanksgiving, Paula.
Happy Thanksgiving, gobble gobble.
Gobble 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 gobble. I'm ready to. We're doing this show with the in the background as I have to change my clothes after this podcast. There's food going on, and I am literally gonna sit and watch football and eat. I know that's a surprise to a lot of people, but we're gonna eat and spend the day just chillaxing.
God will tell you a wobble.
That's it. And then we'll complain about it tomorrow.
Get out of here.
I always find, and he's the one.
I'm going to start locking my door.
You're going to have to lock him out. I always find that, and tell me if you do this, and I always find that I will feed my face at that dinner table, and then 2 hours later,
eat more.
It's a turkey. It's always been this way in my family. It's always 2 hours later, maybe 3. It's a cup of coffee, a turkey sandwich with the cranberry sauce on it, and then you start all over again and go, man, I wish I wouldn't eat that sandwich.
No, I used to eat a lot at Thanksgiving, and then I'd go and lay on the couch and pass out. So my parents have pictures of me sleeping every year after Thanksgiving. I'm the only one. But now I don't like that feeling of being full anymore, so I just eat a little bit. Even last night, I just ate just a tiny bit. I
can't conform to that. I got to go. It's Thanksgiving. I'm going to do it. And then I'm okay with being mad about it on Friday.
So Thanksgiving, here's a little – I was listening to the radio earlier this morning, and I don't know what's wrong with people nowadays. Just everybody's got something to bitch about.
Yeah.
And, ruin something that, people have been doing and for years and stuff. And some guy called into the radio station, and he was just irate about people celebrating Thanksgiving and that the history books are wrong and the history books need to be rewritten because, the Pilgrims and the Indians didn't break bread and get along, that Pilgrims run over there and, stole from the Indians and robbed them and, all that. I'm like, thanks for ruining it.
I'm going to go off and say, I guess technically it was an adult calling in.
Correct.
Who's probably spent 40 years celebrating Thanksgiving and then just decided to piss in everybody's Cheerios because if you put a red cup out without snowflakes on it, someone can tweet about it and you start a whole thing. So now this guy said the Pilgrims hated the Indians, which we already knew. I can't take it.
I know.
I can't take it. Social media and the court of social approval and
yeah, that's again another social media.
You and I are gonna at the end of football season. So that's my quest. So going forward, programming in the future. So when football season's over, after the Super Bowl, I think you and I in the off season are gonna have a program called Politically Correct.
Okay.
And we're just going to go off.
Okay.
And we're going to be so incorrect. I'm not sure what is the term. We won't be PG, but we won't be.
We'll be honest. We'll be ourselves.
Yeah, we'll probably be brutally honest. But so for everybody on iTunes and here on the Realm Network, hit us up, because I'm telling you right now, at the end of the NFL season, at the end of the Super Bowl, the very next show with Bill and Paula is going to be called Politically Correct. And that's how we're going to stay busy on the off season. And if you sons of bitches say stuff, we're going to call you out on it.
Yeah.
And it's easy to get in touch with us. There's my Twitter if you're up on the screen. If you're not, iTunes, it's at Bill DeMott. And there's Paula's, it's at Sop Paula, SOPPPAULA. Mm-hmm. And then you hit us up on Twitter and all that stuff and give us what you want to talk about. But I'm excited. We were already going to talk about the NFL, and we've already got a program for after the season. So this is a good day already. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. People just need to be nice. I don't know if you saw my little tiny bit of a rant the other day on Facebook. It's like, people are so nasty. Like, I guess because I've been in the customer service business forever. I mean, I've always bartended. I've worked in retail. Now I do hair. So my whole life of, my career has just been customer service. So when I go out, I'm always yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, thank you, please, excuse me. People don't do that anymore. And the other day it started out, and I guess maybe it was Monday, or it's because, oh my God, the weather changed and it was cold. But everybody was so nasty everywhere I went. And I just started calling people out and like, thank you. And they wouldn't say anything. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
To me, the issue is when you tell the whole world they have a voice and it's their right to express their opinion, they take it to the extreme. Yeah. So I think, and then when it happens to them, it's a big conspiracy. But I'm a big yes ma'am, no. I'm 50 years old and I call people, I say to you all the yes ma'am, no ma'am, you do all these things. But the minute people open that door, and I just think it's ridiculous. And I think especially, you'll hear it a million times on the news, this time of year in a holiday season. For the love of Pete, just take it down 1,000 and simply walk away instead of offering a negative approach. God, dog. I'm all fired up. I don't even want to talk about football. I just
want to talk about how nasty people.
Oh man, and it's funny. People go, "Oh, okay."
I'm offended. You know what? I'm offended that you're offended for being so stupid.
Yeah. On our other show, I have a term for it, and I'm not going to use it here because this is pure football and a little bit of. Oh man, we're going to have fun with that other show. I'm already fired up. We should start that show now and forget it on week 12.
Is it the term I use, butthurt?
No, it's a stronger term than that. I'm afraid that if I said it right now, like something come flying from behind, and I told you he can't talk like that anymore.
Oh.
So here's some good news for you on week 11.
Yes, finally.
Not only does your team win, you won the overall picks this week as well.
I know.
By one, I might add.
Oh, you had 9?
Yeah. But and the funny part is you and I picked most of the same teams, but this was the first week. It took 11 weeks, but you took the lead. And right, but you say a win's a win, right? It doesn't matter how it happens as long as it happens.
That's right.
But there was some craziness this week. But I could not. I earlier this week on Face Value with Casey, I did wear, and as you catch up to the shows, you will see me in tribute to you. I did wear my Dallas Cowboys T-shirt on the show.
You did. I have to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
I will not wear it on my Giants show, but on tribute to you, after breaking a 7-game losing streak, I wore and I said it right there. And Casey goes, "What are you putting on?" I said, "This is for Paula. We're going to do this show tonight with the Dallas shirt on." So you had a strong week.
That's what everybody said when I walked into your birthday party before you got there, your surprise party, when I had that shirt on. They're like, what? What are you doing? I'm like, come on. It's for Bill.
That's it, yeah. And you put your Giants shirt on for me, so I put my Dallas shirt on for you.
There you go.
So let's go, before we go into week 12, let's talk about a little bit of news from week 11. So tell me if you're hip to all this. Here's the game of the week that stirred the pot for me all week. First of all, Joe Flacco out for the season. Tearing his ACL and MCL last play of the game. So this is all the same game. It's St. Louis versus the Ravens. In the first half, I think it was the first quarter, that Justin Forsett breaks his arm, out for the season. Then the game goes back and forth. It's a nail biter. The Ravens, he missed the field goal. The Rams get the ball back. Case Keenum gets his bell rung. Did you see that play?
No, I didn't.
It's sacked. He hits his head. They clearly show it. His offensive lineman tries to help him up. He's doing the wibble wobble. He can't get up. He can't be on all fours. Millions of people are watching this game. There's referees. There's spotters in the NFL now that get paid to sit at games, and they don't care about football. They probably never played it down in their life. They see someone hurt. They throw the flag, get him out of the game. This guy, Keenum, stays in the game. He fumbles. He throws whatever the other pass was. Clearly not of the right mind. End of the end game is Ravens kick the field goal, they win. Everybody jumping all over the NFL and the officials. I'm sitting here with Casey, and Casey could give a tinker's damn about football. And she goes, that guy's knocked out.
Knocked the F out.
Knocked the F out. And so with all this concussion thing and everything that goes around, and you and I deal with it, we've dealt with it in the sports entertainment part, but the NFL and this, I talked about it a couple months ago with this movie coming out, Concussion and everything else. Everybody's up in arms about how St. Louis, how the coaching staff let him play, how the officials let him play, how these spotters that are making, I'd imagine they're making money to go to every freaking arena in every game. And then at the end of the game, when it was all said and done, he was diagnosed with a concussion.
Well, you and I both, like you said, we know how those coaches and managers are, for lack of better, it's all about them and not.
But it was so weird to see.
I don't know.
The backup quarterback. So Nick Foles is running, putting his helmet on, warming up, and no one makes the exchange.
Yeah.
So then it falls on, okay, it's the last, you get paid every scenario you want. It's the last 20 seconds. Everybody's caught up in it. But those spotters and the officials aren't caught up in it, and they should have. So hopefully that guy's okay.
Okay.
That was a big injury game. That was the biggest thing, is that Keenum, but Flacco out for the season, which really hurts the Ravens. See,
and then wasn't there a big controversy too with the football players having concussions and stuff? And didn't I see a while ago, some of the football players were coming back and trying to sue because they played with concussions and all that. So.
Yeah, all the older, like our generation of guys in the other business, the old school guys who are, I think a lot of terms using punch drunk. They can't function. Their speech is going, or their mechanisms aren't there, and a lot of them are saying, well, they had concussion. Now, to not to defend either side, but that was before all this protocol happened. Not defending it, but as you and I know, been hit in the head enough times, and who knows what's going on up there. I'm not a big fan of turning around after I've made my career and going, well, they made me do it.
Right.
But there's a lot of that going on in the NFL, and that's a big thing. And that Chris Nowinski is involved in that, and all that stuff. So that's going to be a tough one for the Rams and for the NFL, because they let this guy, whether he never got touched for the other two plays he was in, but he did get touched, and he did, forget losing the game. He was diagnosed with a concussion. So why would they wait? So that's going to be an ongoing thing. In the NFL, they don't, with everything else they do, they're finding guys for wearing cleats for being patriotic. someone's going to turn around and.
And they let them play, and again with social media, it's not going to die down, and it's just going to be blown up.
Yeah, and there's going to be headhunting. Somebody's going to be headhunting, and someone's going to have to pay the price. Someone's going to have to be fired or be told to, don't work here anymore because you screwed the pooch. Someone's to save face and all that stuff.
Yep.
So we'll jump from Joe Flacco before we get to our week 12 picks and our turkey, because there's a game about to start in a little bit. Johnny Manzel.
Yes.
So you and I think we talked to, and I'm going to go back through the vault of football with Miss Paula, but I think in the beginning we talked about how I thought this guy was a showboat and would never make it, and all these things. And Johnny Football, or whatever they were calling him, the guy just gets named the starting quarterback for the rest of the season. The Browns go, he's our guy, he's our man.
And now he's benched.
And now, not only is he benched, he's moved to third string because for the same thing he went to rehab for, he's out partying, drunk and disorder, whatever it is. And the Browns go,
what are you doing?
And that's the thing. All these kids got phones. And I'm not defending Manzel. I think he's a schmuck. If they just made you the guy and you can't sit in your own house and drink a beer and play Nintendo or whatever it is they do now, then shame on you for going out in public and acting a fool because you need that attention. But the Cleveland Browns handed you the reins, and you said, no, thank you. I'd like to be popular for one more night.
Yeah, here's my champagne, and I'm going to rap some lyrics.
Here we go, TMZ. Take a picture of this. And if you need me on, Sundays, I'll be on the bench. Maybe they'll sign what's the kid from San Francisco is having a hard time, the quarterback.
Hey, do you think these kids, and back to the other company too, they're still getting paid regardless if they're benched, third string, whatever. They're still getting paid. I think if they start hitting these people with bigger fines,
right?
You know what I mean? Start hitting them where it hurts, and that's their wallet, because they don't care if they're not going to play. So what? They're still getting paid.
Yeah, because they'll make it the big thing. Well, he's sitting and he's losing. He gets paid $1.2 million a game, but he's not losing that.
Right.
Unless they come out and tell us, hey, not only did we bench him, we put him down to third string salary. You better believe that sucker's drinking O'Doul's and watching Oprah. And he's never going to be seen in public again. But that the upside to your boy, because we talked about it a couple weeks ago, the upside to your boy about Tebow, you never see that stuff with him.
Not yet.
And the guy can't play it down. The guy can't get a job. So the bad boys of football are still going. Just a crazy. Those were just a couple of things that stood out. And that Manzel, what a schmuck. I have no compassion for that.
Well, let's see. Unhappy news. Jay Cutler had a new baby.
The Bears quarterback?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad when there's babies. I'm glad
he had a new baby.
And he had. Wait a minute.
That's like his third or fourth one, I think.
Yeah, but then they had the no, they didn't have the win.
No.
Well, that doesn't explain anything because I'm not a Cutler fan anyway. I'm glad he had a baby. I hope it's healthy. And he kisses that baby today on Thanksgiving.
There you go.
All right, let's go to week 12. Boy, I feel like I vented a lot.
You did. That's okay.
I almost feel pretty good about that. I'm more excited about our show for after the season. So we got a couple more weeks to go to the playoffs and the Super Bowl, but you and I are going to tear up the airwaves on that. Realm Network, you got to change the rating on this show in a couple of weeks.
To XXR.
Yeah, iTunes, it's going to be explicit all the time. We're going to Howard Stern. If Howard Stern could get away with it, we for sure could get away with it.
Yeah, right.
And that would make me Stuttering John and you Howard Stern. All right, so let's get into today's games first and foremost.
All right.
Eagles and the Lions.
Eagles.
See, I went Lions because I just grew up always seeing the Lions play on Thanksgiving, and I can't stand the Eagles. So you and
I'm
then
not a
the
big Eagles
other.
fan either, but I'm more Eagles than Lions. So
Now the biggest game of the week for you is tonight. The Panthers, who are
undefeated. I
playing
know.
the boys.
I gotta go with the boys, of
Yeah,
course.
you know where I went. I'm glad I saw Romo take a couple of really good shots. I saw him wince a few times. I saw him actually kind of duck under a few and throw a few
Yeah.
ducks, but defense played really good for them, and I think that's what kept him in the game last week. So
Yeah.
it'll see how he does.
And this guy, he thinks, and he, like I said, he's more college than pro, but he's like, I think Dallas might be able to actually take them. So
I'll tell you, if it's going to happen, that's what it's going to be. The teams that aren't doing so well, like Dallas, is going to unseat the Carolina, and that's why I thought the Bills might have done it to.
I wish.
And it was a close game, so
Close.
it's going to be one of those teams that you would never think it, and that's who's going to do it. So that game is going to be a good game today, Carolina Cowboys.
Yes.
All right, let's go Bears Packers.
The Pack.
I'm going with the Pack as well. I don't know what it is. I still think they're the team to beat. I said at the beginning of the season, I still think they're the team to beat.
The
Bills
Packers?
Chiefs. Yeah, I think the Packers are going to be like Carolina. I'm astonished that they're undefeated. I'm not surprised so much by the Patriots because you go through the history, they've always been that kind of team.
Because they've always cheated.
They've always cheated. But the Panthers, I don't know if they can keep that going throughout. So, but I think the Pack knows how to play the game. The coaching staff's really good. So Packers against the Bears. Bills and Chiefs.
I'm going with the Chiefs.
Ooh, I went Bills. Okay. Saints and Texans.
I went with the Texans.
Ooh, I went Saints. Chargers, Jaguars.
Jaguars.
I went Jaguars. Good. Vikings, Falcons.
Where are we at? Vikings. I went with the Vikings.
Ooh.
That was a hard one, but yeah, I went with the Vikings.
I took the Dirty Birds on that one. Raiders, Titans.
I went with, where are we at? The Raiders.
Yeah, you like the bad boys, the Dallas, the Raiders. You like those teams. I see that. Your favorite,
hello, look who I'm married.
I know it. Your favorite two teams, speaking of that guy, Steelers and the Seahawks.
Oh, come on. You know I'm not picking the Steelers.
I know you're not picking the Steelers. All right, Rams, Bengals.
Bengals.
Bengals. I went with the Bengals too. And a quick little shout out to your buddy, your little boyfriend, Butchie, who made a point of telling me that we have to talk about how the Bengals now, who were going undefeated, have lost 2 in a row now. So he wanted me to let you know he's keeping an eye on the season, and we had to talk about how the Bengals lost 2 in a row, and they need to win this week against the Rams.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm going to let him know you said thank you.
Thanks for looking out.
He does. He watches every week. Tampa Bay and the Colts.
I went with Tampa Bay.
I went with Tampa Bay too. That kid, I'm telling you, that kid, if that team can grow next season, I don't think it's this season, but next season, they're gonna be okay. Yeah. The Dolphins and the Jets is a big AFC rivalry.
Normally, I would go for the Jets, but for some reason, I'm feeling Miami.
Ooh, I went with the Jets, especially after I found out what that Tannehill signed for, that quarterback.
What did you sign? I didn't read it.
Multi-year, $95 million. And how the hell did Tannehill sign for $95 million?
See, now he can go goof off and sit the bench and.
Yeah. So what? I mean, I need to know the whole. It's not my business, but I need to know his whole contract, what that's based off of, because he throws some ducks. So as soon as I heard that, I can't go Dolphins anymore. So I went Jets. And then my boys, the Big Blue Machine. We need, of all the games we need this game against the Redskins.
See, I'm not a Redskins fan, and I'm not a Giants fan, but I went Redskins.
Oh, here we go. I like it a lot. The Cardinals and the 49ers.
I went with the Cardinals.
What happened? What is that kid's name? I can never say his name right.
San Francisco just needs to hang it up.
Yeah,
They're with us. We all need to just hang it up.
What they do with that quarterback? The kid was the savior. He was the next big thing, and he's a flash in the pan. Now he's sitting.
Didn't he get hurt?
They put him on injured reserve, which is the politically correct way of saying the next move is out the door.
Right.
Which is what they were trying to do to RG3, but somebody in the office likes him. So we're going to see who likes this kid. Kaepernick is his name.
Kaepernick, yes.
So Kaepernick is in the doghouse with everybody. So I went Cardinals as well. And then greats against great. Brady against Peyton Manning. Patriots, Broncos.
I went with the Broncos, but is he playing?
I don't know if he's playing or not. I thought it was pretty interesting how they the Broncos won with this kid.
I thought I read that Brock's going to be playing this week.
But Peyton was nowhere to be found. And then they went into it and said Peyton never worked with him during the week, never went to the meetings.
Crybaby.
So that's it. Is it one of those things where, well, if I'm not the guy anymore, I'm going to take my ball and go home, or am I a true football player and a leader of this team, and I'm going to help them win no matter what?
Sounds like he's crybaby.
Well, after all, he is the number one quarterback in the history of the NFL now. Once he passed Favre for the most yards, right, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I just thought I'm going to say it. This will make us explicit this week on iTunes. I thought that was the shits.
Yeah.
Here's this kid getting an opportunity, and sometimes any of us, you have to remember it. I have to remember it. Mm-hmm. Football, you have to remember someone gave us an opportunity.
Right.
And I thought it was. It just rubbed me the wrong way. Like poor sportsmanship, like that little I'm going to take my ball and go home thing. So hopefully I see him this week on the sidelines or something.
Yeah, because even Romo, the weeks that he was out there helping those other guys.
And even RG3, who knows he's getting the shaft, is on the sidelines ready to go.
Yeah.
Whether he's trying to prove a point or not, but at least be there and be the guy that people think you are. Mm-hmm. Don't come on the screen and be the Papa John smile by my, no chicken parm, you taste so good. Like everybody, oh, Peyton's so great. And then he's,
And Papa John is the shits.
But he does the commercials when his head goes, do I really look like this? And now my answer is yes, because you're a schmuck.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Help the kid out. So hopefully Peyton, maybe he just got a dose of he's not superhuman. But anyway, back to the game. The Patriots are still undefeated. And hopefully this week, both of them, it's unbelievable.
But then again, there you go. That he's number one quarterback, whatever. He gets paid all this money, so he doesn't need to do anything else.
Yeah, I can't. I'm just going back to last week when he got benched. I can't believe it.
It doesn't matter. He still got paid, right?
Yeah, he's getting paid, and he's going to have his 200 Papa John's, whatever pizza stores and everything else. So I think he'll be okay.
That's what you eat.
I think he'll be okay. You and I need to deal with Papa John's so we can start doing those commercials. We don't have to eat it. It was like when we did Billy, Brian, and Michael Cole and we did the Tostinos commercials.
Uh-huh.
And Michael Cole would do the thing, and at the end of the take, he'd spit the Tostinos rolls out. So I'm going to tell the story, right? So we all get these big, you got it, the big.
Oh, gosh.
They sent us, Tostinos was tremendous. They sent us hundreds of bags or whatever it was. And Michael Cole says, why didn't I get one? Because you spit their food on the floor, dude. You're in the building and you spit the food. So we ate a series of 8 commercials for them, and you spit the food on the floor. You're never going to get it. So we're going to do Papa John's because we love Papa John's. And then
No, let's do Subway. They need a new spokesperson.
They need a new Subway. Here it is. You need a new spokespersons.
We'll be PG.
We'll be PG. Get in touch with Mark Ronick here on the Realm Network. Subway, if you're listening, call us right here. We will do your show. We love Subway, and I really
love Subway.
I know it's hard to believe. I'm a double meat guy, and I'll even put some spinach on it.
You're double meat. I'm double meat and double white American.
There it is.
Yep.
Subway, call us. We're ready.
Yep.
Paula, Go have a great Thanksgiving.
Hey. Oh, wait, did we pick the Ravens or the Browns?
Wait a minute.
No.
Oh.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, my gosh. I got so caught up with Peyton Manning. We didn't. Okay, disregard. We're not leaving yet.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah, because Johnny Manzel's going to have to watch again. The Ravens and the Browns.
I actually went with the Ravens.
I went with the Browns only because of Flacco and the other kid being hurt. And I would like to see someone throw better than Manzel and him just stay on the bench the rest of the season.
Yeah, well.
Okay. As long as they made you laugh on Thanksgiving Day, that's all I care about.
Okay, I was a quick joke.
Go ahead.
What did the duck say when he bought lipstick?
What did the duck say? I have no idea.
Put it on my bill.
Boo! I don't even have a joke. That boo! I don't even have a joke, and that one was my joke is better, and I don't even have one. Oh my gosh! All right, get out of here.
Things.
Get out of here.
All right, gobble gobble.
I appreciate you. Thank you, Paula, for everything. Have a great day, and we'll do this again next week.
Yes. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, everybody. It's Thanksgiving Day. Go enjoy the football games. As always, thank you for tuning in to the BDE here on the Realm Network. On this Thanksgiving holiday, take a minute to be just that, thankful. Thankful for the people that are sitting next to you listening to this show. Thankful for the people that support you in what you do. I say it all the time. I could never extend my gratitude and thanks, and I could never name all the family members and people that are close to my heart that support me and my family. And for everybody who's out there supporting the Bill DeMott experience on YouTube and here on the Realm Network, we are thankful for you. So you take a minute today and every day. Kiss those babies. Tell someone you know you love them. Behave yourselves. Do the right thing. What you say can come back. Vince Russo, happy Thanksgiving. I appreciate you, and thank you for the opportunity. Realm Network, thank you. Amazon, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Go Giants. I'm Bill DeMott. This is the Bill DeMott experience. Do what you say. Say what you mean what you do. Happy Thanksgiving.
Visit VinceRussoBrand.com to sign up for exclusive VIP content. You get over 20 new video shows monthly, including Vixens Who Rule and The Swerve, where Vince Russo interviews stars in wrestling and beyond. Listen to Vince and Jeff Lane discuss weekly news and rumors and review Attitude Era Raws. Also, watch the cult hit Bucket Full of Chicken next. Go to VinceRussoBrand.com and click the red subscribe button to join now.